Fit to Love is physical, emotional, and spiritual fitness to achieve the happy life you deserve. From exercise to cooking, relationships, and spirituality, you'll find all the inspiration you need right here with our host, JJ Flizanes.
Welcome to Fit to Love, Movement Mondays, all about exercise, all about movement, all about you. If you have an exercise you'd like us to address on a future show, please make sure to send us an email, info@invisiblefitness.com. Enjoy the show. Today's show, proper form for crunches. Now there is a lot of different ab exercises. Today's show is really the education about using your abs, not necessarily in one specific exercise. I'm the author of a book called NAC Absolute Abs, Routines for a Fit and Firm Core. And while it's a beautiful book, there are pages and pages of colored pictures and how to do all different kinds of ab exercises, as well as diet and cardio and all kinds of things that I talk about on the show. A book does not do justice to how to move your abs. Seeing a still shot is not going to tell you how you got there. So today we're going to talk about how to use your abs and some basic education, so that way when you can use this and learn this, you can apply it to whatever it is that you're doing. And on future shows, we'll do some different ab exercises. When you're doing all of your exercises, you will get better results when you are mindful, aware, neurologically connected, and you understand. If you're just the person that does 1,000 crunches and you're throwing yourself into them, while that may feel tight and maybe you have a nice waistline, and by the way, doing ab work doesn't burn off the fat around your abs. That's a huge myth that people think, oh, well, if I do abs, I'll tighten up my tummy. Well, here's what I want you to think about. If that were the case, why hasn't it worked? If all the ab machines that we see on a television are that magical, then why wouldn't you just do it and then get there and be done? Because it doesn't work like that. Your body takes fat from where it takes fat from based on the whole metabolism and all of your body fat percentage versus muscle mass, your whole active metabolism, and just how your body genetically is going to hold on to fat. Some people have fat in their thighs, some people have fat in their, just genetically, predispositions, storages of fat for each body. So when you do abs, please remember, you're not burning the fat off of this targeted area, because if that concept worked, we'd all have amazing abs and then be done with it. So I'm going to lay down and I'm going to show you, but I'll do it standing, I'll do it sitting up first so that you understand. Again, the abs attach from here to here. So when you're doing any kind of core exercise that involves a concentric contraction of shortening the muscle, when you're isometrically contracting, you're just sort of squeezing. And maybe I'll show you that now too. Let's do that. Isometric training. I want you to visualize, and I'll do this from the side. I want you to visualize that you're taking a needle and thread through your belly button and pulling it in. Okay? That's the first step to isometrically contract. I'm not moving my rib cage, I'm not moving my pelvis, I am literally pulling in. That's the deepest ab muscle that you have. Now I want you to visualize, if you could, bring your rib cage together and your pelvis together, you're squeezing them, squeeze that. That is an isometric contraction of your abs. So when you're holding your abs or stabilizing your spine because you're doing some other kind of exercise, that's how you're going to get there. So 2 steps. 1, needle through the belly button in the back without moving any other bones, and then also thinking of squeezing in from both the ribs and the pelvis. So that's isometric. But now when we're going to do a concentric contraction, whether it be a bicycle or a lower crunch or a full crunch or a half crunch or something with props and a ball, which are all in the book and I'll show you at a later date, we have to initiate the motion from the abs, not from the head, not from the shoulders. So first I'm going to show you it incorrectly. And again, incorrectly, let me take that back. It's not incorrect, it's inefficient. It's inefficient and you're missing out on an opportunity to connect and to strengthen a whole bunch of fibers that are connected to your rib cage, because you bypass that with momentum. Let's take out the momentum. So I'm going to lie down on the floor and I'm going to show you here's my rib cage. So here's how most people do it incorrectly. I pull my head off the floor and I'm thinking about coming up. It's not about coming up. It's nothing to do with coming up. All right? If I was to put electrodes on your abs and have them contract, it would look like this. There'd be no coming up unless we use such a force that really contracted. So we're gonna pretend those electrodes are on us, and I want you to touch your abs. Touch them at the rib cage. I'm gonna start here. If I was to contract from here and pull down, it looks like this. So to use my abs correctly, to engage them, to have my abs pull me. Remember, all muscles pull, no muscles push. Go back and watch that video. So I'm gonna use my ribs and my abs that are attached right here and pull down until I can't go any further, that my upper body has to come with me. Same thing for the lower side as well. I'm gonna pull from here, not using my glutes, not using my legs. I'm gonna use the attachment if I'm wanting to do like a lower crunch or use the lower part. I'm gonna think about these muscles at the pubic bone pulling this way. So I'm activating and talking to these muscles, because otherwise you're doing a lot of leg swinging, a lot of head swinging, a lot of arm motion, a lot of twisting and momentum that could hurt you, and you're gonna miss out on a whole bunch of muscles. So remember, when doing ab work, let the abs pull you into that position.
The Fit to Love podcast show offers you 6 days a week of helpful content to achieve the happy life you deserve. Movement Mondays and Tasty Tuesdays are weekly video casts, while Wellness Wednesdays, Thoughtful Thursdays, Freedom Fridays, and Sexy Saturdays are audio-only shows themed every week to address your holistic life and needs. If the show inspired you, we would love for you to share it and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining us today. Head on over to fittolove.tv for recaps of every show, resources, and to join the community. That's FIT2LOVE.tv. Have a fit and fabulous day.